We are building the calculator project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. We saw previously how we got all these keys working and how lambda functions played a role in this. Now it's time to move forward to the next category of buttons, which is the four operators. The four operators right now are divide, multiply, minus, and plus. But as we have seen previously, these operators essentially result in a bunch of things happening. The moment, for example, I press equal, press any of the operators, say plus, I expect this number to appear on the expressions with a plus so that I can enter the next number. So essentially what happens is, this whatever is in the box gets appended to what's in the expression, and the next number has to be done. So we are going to do this in a function called press. Let's say press say op. I'm going to pass in um, pass in an argument called operator. Now clearly we are going to use lambdas later on because we are talking four operators here: divide, minus, plus, and multiply. So I'm going to first read out what is in the box or the entry box. So I said text in box. Recall text in box refers to this label, the entry label. So I'm going to just read out, say, entr label. Again, the text of it. So I say dot c get, for example, text. Now, having done this, I'm going to also read out the text in the expression, which is, let's say so I just modify this a little bit. So text in expr. Now be careful, this will be expr. So I read out the box text as well as the expression text. Now I need to configure both these labels. So I will let me just use this. So let me just use this statement, paste it a couple of times with the right indentation. So I'm going to say, well, my expr label will be the text of that should become text in say expr plus the text in box and plus operator. Now in this case the operator is already a string, so I can just add this like this. Now keep in mind, text in expression is a string, text in box is a string, operator is a string, and hence these three pluses are acting on a strings. They are just joining these strings, concatenating them. And this is logical because first I put text in expression, whatever was in the expression box. Right now it's empty. uh, I then put the text in the box and then the operator. So remember, and we'll see this working later on. uh, as far as the other label is concerned, which is the entry label, I am going to configure its text to become empty because that is the right thing to do, because now I'm sort of waiting for the next let's say number to be entered. Now having done this, I must call this from the command for the four operators that I have. So I just go and use, for example, command. Again, I will use lambda because I need to pass arguments into this function. So lambda colon, let's say pressop, and in this case, say divide. I will go to the multiply. So I'll just copy this whole thing. And I'll do the same thing for the, let's say, the multiply. Of course, the argument here should be then say multiply. I will use the same exact thing for the, let's say, the minus, and I'll use the same exact thing for say the plus. So let's just test this working. Let's say I form an expression which is say 10 plus. Now notice the moment I press plus, it becomes 10 plus in the expression. This becomes empty. Let's say 20 minus, let's say 30 multiplied by say 40 divide by say 50. Now of course, so let's say I put a plus here just to make sure that this goes up here. So now we clearly see the expression is forming here, and we are able to make these operators work as we had expected. I hope this is clear. We'll continue building this in the next video. If you think this way of learning by building projects, looking at them working, understanding them helps you, look at our website because we have many such activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.